Alright, let's give Sunday's Daily Puzzle on chess.com a shot. This is called Stamma's Royal Stroll. It's white to move. Give the video a pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. A royal stroll, huh? So the king is going to be walking? Is that what we're doing here? Seems like the king is pretty trapped in the corner right now. Okay, well, mate is threatened here. So I was thinking about like maybe just doing this, but that's too slow. I don't know why that would work anyway. Yeah, and like the knight's free, but I'm about to get checkmated, so I have to give checks, I would think. So what checks do I have? Is it just the queen? This is a check. And I have 3 queen checks, all of which are protected by different pieces. I guess I can take the bishop too. Okay, well, I mean, of the checks, it seems like this sacrifices the least. I don't know. But it is protected by 2 different pieces. And I don't really know what the benefit would be of either of those pieces taking. And then I just run out of checks, I think. I mean, it's got to be a check. Like, there's no way I'm, like, attacking the queen or something, right? I'm just about to get mated on the next move. So I'm definitely leaning towards this, and I just have no idea why. Two different pieces can take this. And then it seems like I don't even have a follow-up move. All right, I was just thinking, so maybe if I sack the queen, I can get my knight to here. Is that better? Like, I'm almost checkmating. I need to figure out how to take this square away, though. If I do this, the bishop has to take. I can give this check. Oh, then the knight's hopping in. Okay, yeah, I think I like that. Okay, wait a second. I might be finding something here. If I go here, the bishop is forced to take. Check with the knight. The king can go here, but then I can check with the pawn, and the king is forced here. So the king's going to have to go to this square. And then I think I just hop my knight in. Does that work? I think between my 2 knights and the pawn, I can make a checkmate happen there. Check, takes is forced. Check. The king has 2 moves, but I think either way, like I think I eventually have to make both of these moves, and either way, it's resulting in checkmate. I think I have all the squares covered there. Check takes, check. I'll just calculate both lines. So let's say the king goes here. I push the pawn, protected by my knight. My knight has this square, so the king has to go here then, and then then I just move my knight to here, and that's checkmate because the king's stuck on this square. And if the king goes the other way first, then it's just the opposite move order. I just push the pawn first. I don't remember which one. This works, I think. I'm almost positive. I'm going for it. There. Okay, now it's this check. The king only has 1 square to move to. It's here, and then this is just mate. Oh, my knight's not protected. But if it takes, is this mate? That's wild. Okay, so I go here, takes, here's mate. That's crazy. It's a beautiful mate. Okay. Check. Mate. Protected by the knight. Beautiful, dude. We got a Sunday. Love getting a Sunday, you know? There it is. Let's run it back one time. Cool. So I actually got this one right. Always cool to get a Sunday. Interesting puzzle. They're just like, you're about to get checkmated by black, so the moves have to be checks. And there aren't a lot of them. There aren't a lot of checks that seem very good. You have this knight check, which doesn't do anything. Then you have 4 queen checks, all of which can be taken. Finally noticed that this one seemed pretty interesting because, well, it deflects the bishop off of this square. I really want to get my knights in. If I was going to sacrifice my queen, it's going to have to be some weird knight checkmate. And I noticed that after the bishop takes, I also am freeing up this square for my knight because my queen was on the square, but I can give another check. And that line leads to a checkmate. You just go here, forces the bishop to take, you jump in with your knight, and then the king has 2 options. But either way, you're going to bring your pawn in, protected by your knight, bring your other knight in, and things are just happening, dude. This is the trickier line because after the king moves here, you jump your knight in, and now your knight's being attacked, which is a little scary, but the king's really hopping into the lion's den here if it takes, and it has to after I push this pawn protected by my knight, and then I just push this pawn, and that's protected by this knight, and it's checkmate. There's nowhere for the king to go. That's the puzzle, dude. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.